5 on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. This is Saquon Barkley, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle made by
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing Jones. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
To avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They got to find that fast.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but he got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Well, into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The 11-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Cook on the toss left. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Jones.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Barkley. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throw caught here by Bird. Cousins 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a 29-yard.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down, it's Cook. Yeah, he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. Let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. The Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Cousins to throw it. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Damiere Byrd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So that one will be accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the run, it's Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8.
At the 33-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Hooked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And able to use his blockers to get this deep over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, it's Cook. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And 22 more yards there and another first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Taken in, and this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 22-yard line.
And
a good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down, Barkley, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And Gano's kick is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because extra is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Put that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Giants.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 39, Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, New York.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyler Higbee, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. That decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Cousins. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, he dumps this off over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
The 35-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 33-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And he's got this down to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Taken down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league ball. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, You know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those